May I now request Shri K.K. Gopalakrishna Garu to come and say a few words, please.
Good evening. Garu's on the stage and in the auditorium. Endaro Mahanubhavalu Vandariki Vandanamu. This is the Telugu word I learned from here. And we talk about art forms, the culture, everything. I'm coming from the down south Kerala, where we have 4 or 5 classical art forms compared to other states. At the same time, though we say art have no language, when the interculture or the interstate interacts, we have to bank on a foreign language. So please bear with me not being able to talk in your language and using an English language and not talking into my mother tongue, which is not fair in this auditorium. When we on different dimensions about art criticisms, within my time I want to make very few points because you should observe where Kuchipudi stands today compared to other Indian arts traditions. How was the evolutions? And whenever you make an innovations or new things, new editions, an art sustains through the innovations and new work. Don't forget the age-old gurus who gave you the platform. You people are lucky. You are on a platform. Don't forget your roots. You can say the name of your father. You may remember the name of your grandfather. When I ask you the name of your grandfather's father, including myself, we know where our ignorance is. At least in art forms, let us be very sure that we know what it is. And slightly deviating from this, but highly relevant here, I will quote you an example. Some 5 years back, there was a Kathakali performance in Madras, which was reviewed by one of the renowned Indian critics in one newspaper, in which the critic wrote, the music was completely out of pitch. The Shankarabharanam notes was not correct. The play was Kalyana Saugandhikam. In Kathakali, they use cymbals, gong, chanda, and maddalam, having different shruti. So the shruti which is created from a shrudilessness is the shruti of Kathakali music. Like that, if I write something on Kuchipudi, maybe I may be making something very, very wrong, unless and until I do my homework. So for the art critic, doing homework is very, very important. This is a question both the art critics and the artists face today. This we have to overcome by doing our homework. Without homework, nothing. We have to work on that. We have to work very hard on the medium we are doing. When the critic see more programs, read more materials, on the other side, the artist should feel that they are not dancing just for the parents or neighbors. When you are performing for the public, make sure that your body is your language. If you get a letter for somebody which is not written in very good handwriting, do you think we can read it? Like that, for a dancer, the alphabet, the language is the body. So watching through some of the performance, I'm not blaming anybody. I think it is high time, like many dancers do in other forms, Kuchipudi dancers also should practice in front of mirrors at least. Otherwise, time will prove, even though you have the capacity, where we stand. And to bring the art form to further higher levels, like further developed dance forms, indeed, there is a scope. Like there are some art forms already developed, some art forms still in developing stage. It all depends on a teamwork and how much you work as a team. This is very, very important. And sharing of and I think these venues like this, though it's like going like a mega mela with some noise here and there, venues like this will give you a chance to meet and interact and to know what the other gurus are doing, what are their work. Just like a writer reads other writings in his field, for a dancer, it's very important to see the work of their colleagues, what they are doing in the same form. I think because there are a lot of speakers to speak here also, I just want to give you some inputs because there are art critics who focus with the brain, sometimes who write with their heart. I'm a person who always approach an art form with my heart because after all, it should be appealing. And as a critic, what I did in my career was, when a young artist or a coming up artist performs, I see very positively, I highlight all the good points. If I don't like certain elements, I used to tell them in private. But when the seniors used to perform, my change sometimes happens just reverse, creating more enemies. And for the critic, enemies are not foes, they are also their friends. Because in an opposite sense, a critic is recognized when a dancer opposes him. That is an opposite recognition to the critic. And I believe the constant dialogue between the critics and the artist will be taking our art form to further and further level, because as Sunilji said, when you perform in a normal audience, 500 may watch, here maybe 10,000, but it is read by maybe millions. Even for the net you can search, you know where it goes. The sky is the limit. This is all what I have to say here, and I wish you all best of luck. Thank you so much.
Now I would like to request Shri Shyam Hari Chakra Garu. I've heard a lot about him. You'll introduce yourself. But one word I have to say. He's a person who has brought the whole Odissi community together, and they have really taken great strides. And I sincerely ask him to share his views, give us some guidelines as to what we can do in the future.
Namaskar. I must confess I am not a dance critic. I write on dance. I work for the Hindu newspaper. I am a correspondent for cultural affairs. I am not qualified to stand here before all of you, and I feel very nervous. Dr. Kothari being on stage, it's a nightmare for me because, you know, before I was born, he is into writing on dance. But anyway, as I told him, I am a student of dance criticism. I must learn how to write and how to speak also. So I agreed. I have two things to share because I come from the media, and I come from a very small city, Bhubaneswar, and I have 2 points to share with you. Number one, what should be the relationship between a dancer and a dance critic? I have been writing for the past 15 years, 10 years for the Indian Express, then 5 years for the Hindu now. The Indian Express stopped its dance page 5 years back when I had to quit that newspaper. I went to my editor's chamber and asked him why he stopped this. He said, Shyamari, you know, it's fruitless to give so much of space to dancers. The reason is I don't get any revenue or any response from them. And he was absolutely right. Although I am very passionate about dance, my editor, the publisher of the newspaper, it's a product, it's a business house, it makes money out of a newspaper. I understand that there should be some responsibility, there should be some some commitment towards cultural affairs. But after all, a newspaper thrives on advertisement, on sales proceeds. So my editor pointed out, every Friday I give a huge page, half page. But how many people are buying our newspaper? I had no answer. Number two, even if he never gets any email, any telephone, even if a postcard appreciating the space he gives for newspapers, I get all the accolades. People thank me, but not the newspaper, not the editor, not the owner. So in the process he stopped it. He found that by writing on lifestyle, by writing on food festivals, flower festivals, he earned more revenues. I don't think a newspaper should be so commercial, but we have to also accept the reality, the social reality we are facing today. Since newspapers also thrive on revenue generation, so that way he was right. Number two, as I told you, there is no response coming to the newspapers. Whenever you commit a mistake, whenever somebody is unhappy with your writing, then only they come to the newspaper and they threaten to sue us in the courts. No word of appreciation for the newspaper industry. that could be the reason why all over India now I see the shrinking space in the media for dance.
And I do believe that pictures play an important role for the dancer, for the viewer, for everybody, because one of the amazing things that I've seen apart from this big crowd is the amazing interest in photography. Little kids with their cell phones, small cameras, handy cams, crowding around here all day, all evening, yesterday, blocking my view, but I was enjoying seeing them. Apart from that, the organizers take care that you don't see the feet. There are about 10 black boxes, I think, which need to be removed so that the VIPs can also see what's happening in the ghungroos. They don't see the feet and the ghungroos. One has to figure out a better method of displaying the skill. This is a difficult job, but it needs to be done. Similarly, the press needs to figure out there's not enough culture or reviews about dance that appear in the ordinary press. Most of it is full up with fashion models or film stars or politics. There needs to be more culture reviewed, and if there are good photographs, that help. In fact, my story is that the reviews are read only after somebody looks at a good picture. And the press does produce, if it's a good picture, they will use it. If it's a bad picture, they will throw it out in the waste paper basket. So one needs, the dancers need to be careful as to getting a decent, good picture taken. And whether it's initially in the studio or in the concert, the good picture plays a significant role in promoting dance. So the advice to you is start looking at what is a good picture. It should come naturally. It took Dr. Kothari a little time to understand that. He would try and recognize pictures, but now he understands what's a good picture. And similarly, the editors understand a good picture. And I think this is going to happen more and more with young kids playing around with cameras, automatic cameras, take good pictures anyway. All what they need to learn is the moment to click. So I was hoping that more people would show up at the show that I made this morning. Anyway, next time we should be able to show more pictures. And I thank you once again for inviting me here and giving me this experience. Thank you.
Avinash ji has seen the best of dancers for the last several years, and he has photographed them. And I'm sure he carries those wonderful memories of those wonderful performances even today. Now I take this wonderful opportunity to invite my own guru, Dr. Uma Ramarao Garu. Since I get a chance, I should say that she has molded me, shown me the way, and made me what I am today. And we stand as a shining example of the bond we share in a guru-shishya relationship. I now invite Dr. Uma Ramarao Garu to come and share her experiences, because she's one of those few dancers who broke that, when it was only a male-dominated form. She was those first few dancers who learnt the form, practiced, and taught to so many of us.
My respects to all the great gurus and critics, everybody here on the dais, and my beloved art lovers, from small children to old people. Today actually I wanted to watch Alikya's dance, which we choreographed long back about Satyabhama, taking from Matrubhutaya Parijata Paranam, old Yakshagana, is a beautiful lyric. I thought I would see her dance, then I will shift on to the next room for my demonstration, meant for only young children. But unfortunately, she was a little bit late. I had to start this thing. I missed, Alekia, your dance, but anyway, my soul is in you. So that is the relationship. And she started when she was only 13 years old, 1976. From then onwards, now she is my, I won't say student, like, you know, she's head of the Department of Dance. She followed my footsteps in Get Everywhere, and we keep that relationship. In the beginning, it seems, she asked her father, I'm interested in dance, search a guru who doesn't beat me. She was telling in her interview also, but unfortunately, her father found me, and since then I treat her as my daughter only. My husband loved her more than me. Even if I correct her also, no, don't say like that to Alekia. He used to call her Munni. So this is the relationship we are maintaining. We love each other. And now she is the head of the Department of Dance. Where I left, I handed over that to her. Now even if I shift to America also, where my sons are there, I'm sure Alekia will continue the tradition here. And I'll be coming here and going there. So I'm bridge between India and America. Another thing I found in America, once in a week the class is there. And these girls go there for 1:1. One girl, one teacher like. And my granddaughter is learning Kuchipudi dance there from a student, Jyotirmayi in California. And she engaged somebody. That boy was so strict, he gave her punishment to do some adavu teididite 100 times at home as imposition. This girl started crying, but in spite of that she says, I like Ajji's dance. Ajji is grandmother in Kannada, I think. So she says, I like Ajji's dance, Kuchipudi. I would like to continue Kuchipudi like that. She said, so I was proud of my granddaughter and proud of Kuchipudi dance. This is the thing, happening there. You must love children, small children, How, they expect so much of this thing. You have to inspire them with dance. You love them through your love. Communication is very important there. Nobody knows Telugu there. If you start Telugu, English also is important. And teachers should know English as well as their own mother tongue. When you teach some song in Telugu or any other language, Hindi also is there in Kuchipudi. Kuchipudi now has become a technique, tradition to technique, tradition, training, technique and all the things. I taught in Telugu University, as research scholar. I've had my PhD in King Sahaji's Yakshagana Prabandhas, who ruled Tanjavur, a Maharashtrian king, and wrote 20 Yakshaganas, dance dramas in Telugu, and few in Hindi. One of them was Radha Vamshidhar Vilas Natak, that is in Hindi. Ragas are set in Karnataka Talas. That is the great thing, Radha. When we go to northern India, easily we can present that Yakshagana in Kuchipudi dance technique. I use always technique. I am specializing in Kuchipudi Yakshaganas in Kuchipudi style, wherever it is. Now Taduganda Venga Mamba and Malattu Bhagavata Melas, and all these people are great people. We have to preserve all the things there. And I request all the young teachers in America and wherever they are, here also in Hyderabad also, to love the children. In the morning, one girl I saw, small girl, 6 years old girl, she dressed like a Kuchipudi dancer. I thought she was going to perform Tilana tomorrow. Her father said, no, no, ma, inspired by all these people dressing like that, she requested me to dress her also in Kuchipudi dance. She doesn't know anything, she's just learning. Then I asked her, why don't you dance? It's first in the beginning, I was sitting in the sofa. She started a little bit nervous and she was looking at her father. Then said, no ma, you come, you don't, I'm before me, you dance, you just like your auntie. Then she started beautifully Banjati. I can't forget how she performed. She is going to be one of the best dancers of Kuchipudi in future. This is the future of India. All girls, in the morning, my lecture demonstrations. I never had my lunch, that, because all the girls were taking my autograph, photos and everything. She never left me a single moment. Even from there I came, just I said, let me go to this function, let me come. This is the thing, I have to maintain the relationship. You have to pass on your technique, tradition and everything. And Hindi also one of the regional languages they should learn, all your children in America especially. Here Telugu also, people that they don't know Telugu. Even our girls, they don't know because they are studying in convents. You have to explain everything in there, where they can understand. Watch language, they can understand. I got Gujarati girl, one is Maharashtrian girl, one is Hindi speaking girl, one is Tamilian girl, one is Malayali. So many girls will be coming. English is of course there, but small children can't speak so much of English. But we try to communicate. Abhinaya is, expression is our asset to communicate with all the levels of children. So our children are young, enthusiastic, inspiring. Just like a sports for men, dance is for women. One press person was asking me, you find so many girls here today rather than boys. You say that the originated from, the tradition is from boys, so it's a male-oriented dance drama. Now how we find so many girls? This is the transition we had today for girls. So you keep it up, and boys also come forward to learn this dance. Don't think that it will come away in your way to your other studies or anything like that. But my girls, our girls are also studying BTech, medicine, everything. One of the girls yesterday who performed here as a Parvati, she's a radiologist in KIMS Hospital. She danced as Parvati. As long as she was on the stage, she is a dancer. In the morning, she said, auntie, you have to take care of yourself. Because I was in ICU for 8 days last month and came out of that because Kuchipudi gave me such a strength. I danced today, I showed them dance, and Kuchipudi has got a bite. The spiritual atmosphere is there for us in Kuchipudi dance. Any dance can be done in Kuchipudi dance technique. I wish all of you to appreciate dance. That is called Raswatpatti. All the dancers will give Raswatpatti through our Abhinaya. Rasa Svadana is yours. Rasa Spandana is yours. So our duty is to communicate with you with our Abhinaya expression. Where Kuchipudi is dance is very full-fledged dance drama tradition. We have got solo dancers called Ekapatra Kelika, and one is dance dramas, Nrityanatikas, and another thing is Yakshaganas. Kalapa tradition is there. Now even fusion music is also coming. But whatever it may be, you stick on to your style. You create new things. Yesterday also I've been watching all young girls coming and dancing beautifully. So this is the spirit we have to maintain. I think next time you see more Kuchipudi dancers, and I thank Alakya also for giving me this opportunity to talk as our guru. Now she is coordinator for this. Thank you, Alakya. Thank you very much.
ఇప్పుడు మనందరికీ కావాల్సిన వారు కేశవ ప్రసాద్ గారిని మాట్లాడవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాను. మీ ఐడియాస్ మనం ఏం చెయ్యాలో మీరు మా అందరితో పంచుకోవాలని నా కోరిక.
చాలా గురుతరమైనటువంటి బాధ్యత ఇది. కూచిపూడి గ్రామంలో నేను పుట్టడం నా పూర్వజన్మ సుకృతం. ఆ నాట్యానికి గత 30 సంవత్సరాలుగా సేవ చేయటం ఇంకా మహద్భాగ్యం. నా కోరిక 99% నెరవేర్చుకున్నానని అనుకుంటున్నాను. భారతదేశంలో ఉండే ప్రతి రాష్ట్రంలో కూచిపూడి నాట్యం నేర్చుకున్నటువంటి ఆబాల గోపాలాన్ని కూచిపూడిగా ఆహ్వానించి వాళ్ళతో ప్రదర్శన చేయించాలనేటువంటి తపనతో, అట్లాగే అఖిల భారత స్థాయిలో ఉన్నటువంటి కూచిపూడి నాట్యాచార్యులు కళాకారులను అందరినీ ఒకే వేదిక మీదకి ఒకే ఆశయ సాధన కోసం తీసుకురావటం కోసం ప్రయత్నం చేసి 99% సఫలీకృతులయ్యాన్ని గర్వంగా చెప్పుకోగలుగుతున్నాను. అది కూడా కూచిపూడికే అందరినీ ఆహ్వానించడం జరిగింది. ఇంకొక ముఖ్యమైన విషయం ఏంటంటే, వాళ్ళ సొంతంగా వాళ్ళ ఖర్చులు పెట్టుకుని తిరువయూరు త్యాగరాజ ఆరాధనోత్సవానికి ఎట్లా వెళ్తున్నారో సంగీత కళాకారులు, అట్లా కూచిపూడి నాట్య కళాకారులందరూ గురువులు, శిష్యులు, వాళ్ళ తల్లిదండ్రులు కూడా కూచిపూడికి వచ్చి ప్రదర్శనలు ఇవ్వటం జరుగుతుంది. ఈ రోజు వరకు కూడా అట్లాగే జరుగుతుంది. ఈ నెల రేపు 30, 31, 1వ తారీఖుల్లో కూడా స్టేట్స్ నుంచి వచ్చినటువంటి ప్రవాస ఆంధ్రులు 3 రోజుల పాటు వాళ్ళ ఖర్చుల మీదే కూచిపూడి వచ్చి ప్రోగ్రాం చేస్తున్నారు. వాళ్ళ కోసం ఎన్ఆర్ఐ కూచిపూడి ఫెస్టివల్ అనేది కండక్ట్ చేయబోతున్నాం. మరి ఇది నాకు చాలా గర్వమైన విషయం. అసలు నాట్యం ఎందుకు నేర్చుకోవాలి? నాట్యేన శోభతే గాత్రం బుద్ధి సుగాత్ర శోభనాత్ సుబుద్ధ్యా సంస్కృతిర్భాతి సుసంస్కృత్యా సమాజకం. మంచి సమాజాన్ని గనక ఏర్పరచుకోవాలంటే మనం నాట్యాన్ని నేర్చుకోవాలి. నాట్యంలో లేనటువంటి విషయం అంటూ ఏది లేదు. ఆ విషయంగా రోజు సాధన చేసేవాళ్ళు, సాధన చేయించేటువంటి గురువులకు కూడా ఈ విషయం గురించి బాగా తెలుసు. మనం రోజు నాట్యం చేయటం మూలంగా మన శరీరంలో యొక్క సౌష్ఠవం, అందం మారుతుంది. దాని మూలంగా మంచి ఆలోచనలు వస్తాయి. మంచి ఆలోచన రావటం మూలంగా మంచి సమాజం ఉంటుంది. మంచి సమాజం మూలంగా దేశం భవిష్యత్తు మారుతుంది. భవిష్యత్తును నిర్దేశించేటువంటిది నాట్యం. ఇటువంటి నాట్యం ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్లో మనకు కూచిపూడి గ్రామంలో ఉంటాం, మనందరం గర్వించదగ్గ విషయం. దీనికి 800 సంవత్సరాల జీవితకాలం. ఇప్పటికి ఎందరో మహానుభావులు ఆ గడ్డ మీద ప్రభవించి మరి ఐక్యమైపోయారు. సిద్ధేంద్రుడు ఇచ్చినటువంటి వరప్రసాదం భామకలాపం, తరువాత భాగవతుల రామయ్య గారు ఇచ్చినటువంటి గొల్ల కలాపం, ఈ 2 ముక్తి మార్గాన్ని సూచించినాయి. జీవనానికి లోటు లేకుండా ఈ రోజు వరకు ఆ 2 కలాపాల మూలంగా కూచిపూడి కళాకారులు, కూచిపూడి ఇతర కళాకారులు కూడా జీవనం చేస్తున్నారు. ఇటువంటి పరిస్థితుల్లో యువత నిస్పృహలో కూడా ఉంది. కారణం అందరికీ తెలుసు, సాధించే మార్గాలు కూడా తెలుసు, కానీ చేయలేకపోతున్నాం. కష్టపడి నాట్యం నేర్చుకున్న తర్వాత ప్లాట్ఫామ్ దొరికిన వాళ్ళకి మంచి ప్రశంసలు దొరక్క, అవార్డుల విషయంలో కానీ, రివార్డుల విషయంలో కానీ, స్కాలర్షిప్ల్లో కానీ జరిగేటువంటి అవకతవకలతో యువత ఇది ఎంత నేర్చుకున్నా ఇంతే కదా అనేటువంటి నిరుత్సాహంతో ఉన్నారు. అటువంటివన్నీ జరగకుండా ఉన్న రోజున ఈ కళ ఇంకా ముందరికి తీసుకెళ్ళటానికి యువత ఇంకా బాగా కృషి చేస్తుందని నా నమ్మకం. దీన్ని నిశిత విమర్శకులైనటువంటి పాత్రికేయులు, విమర్శకులు, కళా విమర్శకులు ముందరికి తీసుకెళ్తే ఇంకా మంచి భవిష్యత్తు కలుగుతుంది వాళ్ళకి. మరి అటువంటి రోజుల కోసం మనం వేచి చూడవలసిందిగా ఉన్నటువంటి పరిస్థితి ఇది. అట్లే గురువులు కూడా నిష్పక్షపాతంగా వాళ్ళ దగ్గర నేర్చుకున్నటువంటి విద్యార్థులని ప్రగతి పథంలోకి తీసుకెళ్ళటానికి వారు కూడా దోహదపడాలి. పడిన రోజున యువతలో ఈ నిస్పృహ తగ్గటానికి ఆస్కారం అవుతుంది. ఇంకొక పాయింట్ ఏమిటంటే, యువతకి ఆశతో ముందర ఉంటారు. ఆ అవకాశాలు వచ్చినప్పుడు వినియోగించుకోవాల్సిన పరిస్థితి కూడా యువతదే. అది గుర్తించి ముందరికి నడుచుకోవాలి, పెద్దల్ని అనుసరించాలి, కృషి కూడా చేయాలి. మనకు రాలేదు కదా అని వదిలేస్తే అది అంతటితో నిస్సారం అయిపోతుంది తప్పిస్తే ముందరికెళ్ళదు. పట్టుదలతో యువత కూడా ఎందుకు రాదు మనకు అనేది ఛాలెంజ్గా తీసుకుని ముందరికి వెళ్ళిన రోజున కళలు దాని యొక్క పరమావధి మంచిగా ఉంటుందని అనుకుంటూ నాకు ఈ అవకాశాన్ని ఇచ్చినటువంటి పెద్దలందరికీ మరొకసారి ధన్యవాదాలు, కృతజ్ఞతలు తెలియజేసుకుంటూ నమస్కారం.